Hi guys, thanks for joining me. So another build completed, and this was one from my long weekend builds where I tried to construct at least as many 172nd, 176 kits over the long weekend that I had. I don't know, it was about 3 weeks ago or something like that now. And this is the Panzer 4 Ausf from IBG. This one was released as part of a magazine, so you bought the magazine and you got this kit with it. The detail on it is well, I really like it. The only issue that there is really with it is that the drive sprocket, the teeth that obviously go into the track, they're not just on the outer and inner edges, they go the full width of the wheel. So that looks really odd, but I've angled it in such a way that you can't see that. Once the build was constructed, I then sprayed it with the bone colour spray paint from Games Workshop, from the rattle can, because I think that's a better colour to put on these vehicles, the desert vehicles. If you recall, I undercoated the Hasegawa Humber armoured car in black, and it took about 7 coats of paint to that I was brushing on to actually get the colour I wanted, as opposed to the black showing through. So this was a much better result. So after the spray was dry, I then painted it with Migamo's German Sand Beige, which is MiG 027. Now, I'm not sure whether this is a bit light, to be honest. It looks quite a light colour, as opposed to the desert sand that British vehicles are painted in. But perhaps it is right. I mean, it does say that it's RAL 8031, so you know whether that's the right one for Africa Corps, I don't know. Once that was dry, I put the decals on, and then once they were sealed in, I gave it a coat of the ammo acrylic wash from MiG, which is Africa Corps wash, a MiG 0701, and that basically turns the whole thing a dark brown, and then you just wipe it off with kitchen towel, dampened kitchen towel over the larger surfaces, Q-tip in the harder to reach areas, and then in this instance I had to go in with a brush, a dampened brush, and you just wipe it off with that. The road wheels were finished in Corvus Black from Games Workshop. The tracks were painted in gunmetal, again from Ammo, and it's MiG Ammo 0045. Which I thought was a decent colour for the tracks. When that was all done, I was happy with the wash. I sprayed it with Games Workshop's satin varnish from a rattle can, and then I started doing the chipping, which was just some white added to the beige sand colour, to get some parts where the paint had been chipped, and then within some of those I used Migamo's chipping fluid, I think it was, although it may have been AK's chipping fluid. So it's not actually a fluid that you use to then brush off paint over the top, it's actually like the colour of the chips, the dark brown. I did that in some of the lighter colour that I'd done previously, and then in some of those I just added some lead belcher from Games Workshop to show that the whatever had hit the tank at that point had got down through the primer and actually down to the metal. I didn't do any rusting on this, as it's a desert vehicle. I was toying with the idea of having this as a burnt out vehicle, so doing it like all browns and rusts, but I'll do that another time. So really enjoyable build. I would happily build it again. It's a really nice kit, went together well. The dio for this again is pinched from a previous build, I showed the Asagao 100 armoured car on this dio as well. So it's just been a generic dio for or base for showing desert vehicles off. I may put this on its own dio at some future date along with something else, but I haven't got anything in mind at the moment. Anyway guys, I hope your Easter weekend is going well. Thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll catch up with you soon.